everyone, it's me again, and it's time for another thrilling edition of Comics and Cocktails, where I drink more alcohol than I rightfully need on a Thursday night, and talk about comics. Today, we're not even being generous with the use of the word cocktail, as I'm just drinking cider. Multiple ciders. In multiple flavors. They're color-coded for your convenience. Why? Because I'm too lazy to put a shot of whiskey in it and make it an actual cocktail. Although I guess I could do that. It'd be easy enough. Also, Angry Orchard amuses me because the trees have different faces. Alright. So, today's comics accidentally had a theme. And that theme is Parenthood. So number one, these are my stickers. I put these on comics so that I know that I read them. Otherwise I'll forget, like in a week. The only problem is these are all positive stickers. So some of the comics, I'll read them, I'll be like, that was a shitty comic. And then I'll be like, super! Which I guess you could take sarcastically. Anyway. So today's comics, number one is Spider-Woman, which I'm sure everyone's tired of hearing about. But I don't know. I still don't know how I feel about Spider-Woman. I'm kind of enjoying it because it's not. And again, I will admit that probably I don't know very much about the character, and that probably affects whether or not I actually enjoy this. Because I know Dennis Hopeless is not a very popular writer amongst spider people. And then the art in this issue was very weird. I don't know if the art is different. Did they change artists? And they do the same artist, so maybe the art's just been bad the whole time and I only just now noticed it. But like, Carol Danvers is about to eat your soul in this picture. Like, yeah. Also the baby. That's, weird. I don't know. Oh, somebody's talking about wanting, oh, I see. I just noticed a thing where Dennis is saying about that this is a very personal story to him, because he went from not wanting kids to wanting kids and to having kids, apparently. So that's interesting. I just noticed that about that. I don't know. But I was about to say I believe in death of the author. That's funny because I've literally never touched Sam Wilson as Captain America comics because his series have been written by Rick Remender and Nick Spencer, respectively. And because personally, this is like the worst topic to talk about drunk, so I'm going to probably say something stupid. But personally, I would prefer Eli Bradley to take on the mantle of Captain America. Then, work with Sam Wilson. And just have, more than one black person in a series. Him, Sam Wilson, and Rhodey, and then they can all resurrect Bill Foster. And also include Monica Rambeau and Storm and, just have multiple, you can have multiple black characters. You don't need to just use Sam Wilson for Captain America because he's in the MCU and Eli Bradley isn't. And Eli Bradley makes more sense as a choice for Captain America because of his grandfather. Also, Rick Remender and Nick Spencer suck, which is the main point of this. Anyway, so, haven't heard from Bitch Planet in a while, and now it's here, and, yeah. I don't know why it says President Bitch, though, because there's no president who's a bitch. Although, there's stuff. Why I just noticed that the lady hologram that they have greeting the guys is like super sexy. Why is that? This is a women's prison. Why do they need to have an AI that's sexy for guys? Okay. If I could tell you how many times I've seen this situation. I think my favorite thing about Bitch Planet, like, in general, is it does all these things, but doesn't feel fan servicey. That's probably because it's made by, like, not creepy guys. Like, even when they have, like, totally naked ladies, it doesn't seem fan servicey. It's just, you know, they're naked and they exist. I like how in this future, though, they use, like, dumb cartoons in their PowerPoints all the time. Let's see. What else? Oh yeah, and here's more of the articles that I feel like I should read and stuff, but then I don't. Well, I think vulnerability in the strong black female archetype. That's interesting. That sounds like I should read that. Ow. I just like bit my cheek. You make mittens. Ah, these seem cool to make. I don't knit. Or crochet. I don't know which one that was. But how many comics do you know of that include knitting instructions? Like, you know, that's just quality. And then, so next we have Poison Ivy. The Cycle of Life and Death. And so the first issue was good. I read both of them today because I just noticed that it was there. I was a little bit, not really a big fan of the fact that, you know, Harley and Ivy are kind of broken up for this series, but they're not, like, constantly together. So, I mean, for what I've been reading in DC Comics, they're on and off, which kind of makes sense for both of them. But what weirds me out is these fucking babies. And that's how this one fits into the Parenthood theme, because there's fucking babies at the end of both of these things. And the Parenthood theme in this one is last issue, a girl died and her dad is in this one now. And everybody's like, let's just not tell him that his daughter is dead. And I don't know why this is the cover. The cover has nothing to do with the thing. And that seems to be an ongoing problem for me. Woo! So, fun fact though, I actually have seen Amy Chu, who's the writer. I think it's Amy. I know it's Chu, because it says so. I actually saw her at Baltimore Comic Con, because she, and a bunch of a bunch of white guys, and then one black guy, were talking about creating characters, and she was the only one. Oh, and there's a white lady too. She was like emceeing the panel. And Amy Chu was the only one who had like anything of value to say, and everybody else was just like a giant circle jerk about how great their characters were without providing like actual information. They're like, oh, well, you should write people. Well, thank you guys. That's so helpful. So helpful. Yes, I will write people. That's the most vague and unhelpful advice ever. And anyway, I remember, and Amy Chu mentioned that, you know, she's going to take on Poison Ivy. later on. And so, I got the series. So, yeah. But yeah, I don't actually remember anything that Amy Chu said. But she was the only one who didn't seem to be, like, circle jerking on this panel. So that was good. Anyway, so let's see. 1, 2, Spider-Woman is way back here. Okay. So, I think I'm going to give the number 1 position to Bitch Planet. Give them, like, 8 out of 10. They lose 2 points for not having a cover that matches the story. Let's see. Poison Ivy I'm going to give second position, because yeah. But with a 7 out of 10, and they're also losing points for not, having a cover that matches the story. I don't, maybe this is just me, but I feel like the cover should match the story a little bit. At least, have more than one similarity. Yeah, I have a lot of problems with this artist's faces. Like, she doesn't look like she's in pain there so much as she looks like she's masturbating. I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna give this one a 5.5 out of 10. Yes. So, yeah. Look at that. She's 100% masturbating in that picture. Good job. Good job, artist. Alright, that's all I have for today. So, if you have any questions, suggestions, or requests, hit me up. You can do that in the comments, or at my Tumblr at Descartes Thinks Not. That's Descartes like the philosopher. So D-E-S-K-A... No. I'm not going to try to spell that drunk. D-E-S-C-A-R-T-E-S. There we go. Descartes Thinks Not. .tumblr.com. If you go into the ask box, you can hit me up there. Or at Twitter at Descartes Thinks. Because I think on Twitter and not on Tumblr, apparently. It's actually because Twitter has shorter limitations than Tumblr. So, bye! Oh, didn't successfully click the thing. I'm awesome at this. I need a better setup. I need to actually use my camera and, like, some video editing software. Coming soon.